Well, I guess that's the same thing with their gym videos, like that all their buddies be liking. Nice pecs.
And that's just a picture of their ass. You're my inspiration, bro. Welcome to the Hottest Wellness Podcast. I've got time with Cherry and ShaKayla.
Here we discuss personal growth, relationships, and healing to become aligned with the best version of ourselves.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up, baby?
Nothing. I feel nervous about debuting my new look.
The brows. It's kind of giving like slight Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not mad at that. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, you know. Same as usual.
Mm-hmm.
A little hungry.
So same as usual.
Yeah. I'm feeling alright though. Got an extra day off this week.
Very nice.
Feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to the lovers and the friends and the galentines and all the people who are also born on Valentine's Day, like my brother. Happy birthday, Mario.
Happy birthday and happy Valentine's Day.
Do you like Valentine's Day? Is that something that you've always celebrated in the past? Is it something you look forward to, or is it something that you don't even like really care?
It's never really been anything I looked forward to. I never really, I mean, by now you guys have heard about my past relationships. It's never really meant anything, really, so, you know.
Yeah. I think I look forward to Valentine's Day because I like to get gifts.
Nothing wrong with that. I respect it.
Yeah. But besides that, I mean, I feel like we talked about this last year on Valentine's Day. You should go back and listen to that episode because I think it was a good episode. It was like meaningful. But we were saying like you really should have intimate moments all throughout the year, and then like days like Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day wouldn't be like a big deal.
Yeah.
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 Do you want to break us off with the affirmation of the week?
This week's affirmation is fuck it. You know, hop in the bucket and haul ass. What song is that?
I can hear the beat in my head. Is this the beat that you doing up East Side, nigga? It's Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and Bo Hagen. That was a good album.
I'm taking it back.
Yeah, it really go.
But yeah, fuck it. Do what feels right.
Yeah. I feel like for me, fuck it is just like not giving yourself, like not having guilty moments when maybe you fall short or something. It's like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Or even when like somebody's trying to lower your vibration and you're like not gonna give into it, so you're like, fuck it.
I like that.
Let them think what they want to. Let them say what they want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
Well, this week we are having a really laid back episode. What are we talking about?
This week we are reading Am I the Asshole threads. So
Reddit.
this will be part 2, because...
Yeah, part 2.
Part 2.
I feel like hopefully this one is more entertaining. I'm like in a silly goofy mood. You want to read the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. You just gotta like, you know. Well, actually that one's only on one page.
Okay. This is all on one page?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, neighbor confronted me about my kid. Am I the asshole? I have a 2.5-year-old kid. He is currently potty training and rarely has a diaper on, sometimes no bottoms at all. He just runs around, tells me when he has to go, and we go potty. This morning, my neighbor knocked on my door and said it was inappropriate for my child to be naked in this weather. It's been rainy, but the house has the heat set at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. That's actually pretty cold. They apparently saw through my open curtains that he was running around without pants. I was honestly very offended and told them to stop effing looking through my windows. I told my mom what happened, and she told me I shouldn't be making my only good neighbors hate me. I don't think I did anything wrong, but did I?
I feel like there's several things I need to break down with this. Well, first thing is, if you don't have any kids, then maybe, or you haven't potty trained a kid, and you don't realize you really do have to be balls to the wall with it. When I potty train Max, I literally potty train him in one weekend. It's this book. It's called 3-Day Potty Training by something Jensen. You should read it because it really do work. And you basically just supposed to give your kid as much water as possible for 3 whole days, but don't go nowhere. Just stay in the house all 3 of those days. So then, they just constantly going to the bathroom. A lot of people just put their kids potty right in their living room, make it easy. I feel first of all, why the fuck are you in my windows that much?
That's really creepy. And why are you watching my kids? It's just, why are you looking through my windows and why are you watching my child?
To feel comfortable enough to come over and say, hey, neighbor.
Couldn't help but notice that kid that I've been stalking doesn't wear pants.
What else have you seen?
They've seen everything.
Girl, they've seen him conceive the baby.
Oh. Right as the Friends episode was on.
Ridiculous. Are you still watching?
The neighbor was.
She's not the asshole. The neighbor is the asshole, and honestly a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't know where this lady live at, and she said the heat was on 65. To some people, 65 is warm.
65 is cold.
Yeah, our heat be damn near on 80.
Yeah.
It'd be a good 72 most of the time, but sometimes you gotta kick it up a notch. Yeah. I refuse to be cold.
It's pretty crazy.
But then some people, their home is very well insulated, so 65 degrees could be cool. I don't know. But either way, girl, no. You are not the asshole. Let's see. Is it this one? This one's next?
The wedding one. Right? Oh, no, that was the third one.
Yeah, I think it's this one.
Okay.
Wait.
We totally have this in order.
Oh, no, it's the ick. Oh, yeah, this one's so good. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that the real ick is her personality? Names are changed for privacy. My fiance, Leo, 25 male, and me, 23 female, just got engaged after being together for 4 years. The proposal was magical and I couldn't be more in love. We decided to throw an engagement party. It was a small gathering, his family, my family, and a few of our close and mutual friends. My friend Erica was also a part of the party. Her parents are close friends with both mine and Leo's family. Erica is a part-time influencer and has a considerable in the 100Ks following on TikTok. Her videos can be considered the typical videos on TikTok you see. Get ready with me's, fake story times, shopping hauls, etc. She has a major Oh, she's also a major trend hopper, and you best to believe that the second a new trend emerges from the depths of TikTok, Erica is the first one to hop on it and make it her whole personality for a month. And what's the new trend on TikTok? X. Who's hopped on it? Erica. Her account has over 20 videos of her talking about X and men and where am I? Oh, okay. And new X she's discovering. Now on to the problem. She shows up at our party, phone in hand, ready to record and post. We knew this was happening, so we had a no phone policy because we wanted to spend quality time with our guests. We made sure everyone was okay with it since there were only around 25 people, and they all were. We reminded Erica of this. She sulked and pleaded, but we were firm, and in the end, she did keep it away. Me and a few friends, including Erica, were sitting at a table and talking, and within the first 5 minutes, she brought up her last date she ghosted because the guy had the birthday the 22nd of May. And my fiance's birthday is also the 22nd of May. Oh, and she said that the dude's birthday was girly. She made a disgusted face and said, ew, I could never. That is so weird. That made me feel a little angry. And when she saw that no one was amused, she started awkwardly laughing. Now this had me fucked up before. Now, were we all joking and having fun before this? Yes. But did she get to come to our engagement party and call us weird? No. I'm sorry. So I replied by saying at least I was engaged and all she could do were first dates, which who knows how long they'll last considering how shallow she is. She defended herself saying that she can't help what her ex is. I told her I can't help what my ex are either. This is so annoying. And her personality was giving me an ick and to leave. She started crying and left the party after calling me a stupid bitch who didn't even deserve to be engaged. My boyfriend and his family are on my side, but my family thinks I might have went too far and should have been more calm about it since it was a small thing. I think I'm in the right here. So Reddit, am I the asshole?
First of all, y'all don't like each other.
This is frenemies one-on-one. This is like people who keep their relationships for competitive reasons to like boost their self-esteem and stuff. Like they want to be friends with people that they think they're doing better than. So she felt like she finally had one up on her friend that had all these followers and living her social media. Because like, why does she feel the need to say she's a part-time influencer? Language is so important here. And I feel like this girl sounds like a big ass hater.
She was definitely hating.
She was hating for sure. And like maybe both of her and her friend is jealous of each other. Or maybe even though she acting like it's a big deal that she getting engaged, she's jealous that her friend is dating around. Who knows? But I feel like she was definitely giving big hater energy. And she is definitely the asshole. But
she got 20 videos of the ex.
Like, first of all, if you don't like her content, why are you still watching? Why are you following her?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Hate watcher.
Girl, which is the thing, but like, you don't do that to your actual friends. Like, that's crazy.
They're not friends for real.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like she was just trying to be funny, saying it was a girly birthday. Like, I don't think she was dead ass. I feel like if I was... Me and my friends say stupid stuff like that all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I had to cut that nigga off. He had a girly birthday. Like, and literally just laugh about it. Like, she just got mad because that happened to be her nigga's birthday. Like, and who knows, maybe her friend actually knew that was her boyfriend's birthday and she was trying to be funny.
That's crazy.
Whew, it's about to be a girl fight.
To go off and leave her crying, leaving.
Right. I feel like that's dramatic. I could see at a wedding or something that's like super, I don't know, like formal event. Mm-hmm. But I'm not coming to your house party and giving you my phone. Girl, bye.
Yeah.
Come on, we just want to enjoy each other. Now, I admit, for some people who are not content creators or in the circle of content creation, it can be annoying if like before the food you start eating your food, you like, let me get pictures, let me get videos. Like, to us that's normal. Like, it's nothing to me to wait an additional 30 seconds after I take a video real quick.
Yeah.
But some other people might find that generally annoying. But maybe they're literally just haters. Everybody is content creators. If you're posting anything online, you're a content creator. Yeah. I mean, step your cookies up, girl.
Step your cookies up before they crumble.
It's like, in my mind, I was picturing this, and it's like, in my mind, they white girls, but something tell me they black. I don't know.
Some young black girls.
Mm-hmm.
Just discovering the zodiac signs. And
Girl.
Numerology.
And like, you could tell she was really proud of like getting engaged and stuff, but I feel like she was like really throwing that in there to say like she's better than a friend in some way, because she brought up the fact that all she do is have first dates. Like, okay, and bitch, none of these niggas deserve a second date. The fuck you want me to keep dating the same person just for the hell of it?
It's crazy.
Girl, fuck you.
She said 50 first dates was about her.
Like, girl, you a hater. Let's see. Okay, what's the next one? Is the wedding. And this one do have like a couple pages. So get ready to read. It's worth it though. We didn't have a lot of really long ones.
Alright, and I'm gonna read it kind of slow. Wait, what is this?
Would I be the asshole?
You can tell I don't be on the internet. Would I be the asshole for telling my friend I won't bankroll her wedding? I'm gonna get ready for this.
I seen that and I was like, what the fuck do that mean, bankroll?
Child.
I don't have enough rich friends because I ain't never even heard nobody say that shit if they wasn't actually referring to
a real bankroll.
Yes.
My friend is getting married later this year, and her sister, bridesmaid number 1, bridesmaid number 2, and I are bridesmaids. Okay. Bride got engaged in 2022, but plans to marry this year. In this 1.5 year span, there have been several instances which have accumulated, and it finally started bugging me. She's planning a 100K Europe destination.
That's pounds, so just say pounds. So it's like 100 European dollars.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm educated, guys. She's planning a 100-pound destination wedding, expecting a lot from guests and bridesmaids without considering the financial strain. My opinion about it is, if you can't afford it, don't do it. Highlights of my grievances include
she came with a list.
An engagement party, which was technically a barbecue at the lake. Everyone had to bring their own drink and food. So, a picnic.
Not BYO whole shit.
A bridal shower, not a bachelorette, which was a brunch and everyone had to pay their own 100 pounds. For the bachelorette party, we plan to fly to...
Yeah, sorry.
To yet another European country, and all attendees chipped in to pay their and her part. 1,000 pounds. A civil wedding requiring a day off, which annoys my boyfriend the most, and a pricey dinner at a 3-star restaurant. 300 to 400 pounds. Paid by the invitees. Ugh. The wedding itself, flights, rental car, hotel, and overpriced hotel she's staying, cost my boyfriend and me 3,000 pounds. This excluding additional costs for day one, okay. In most wedding parties
Post. So basically she's saying she have to stay at the hotel multiple nights.
Okay. where guests are expected to cover their shares. Forced into a costly continent-wide scavenger hunt for a specific bridesmaid dress that the designer no longer produced, so we looked into odd lots in Europe, ending in a 600-pound unflattering outfit. Despite efforts and discussions, bridesmaid 1 and I, the bride's insistence led to frustration and compliance with her demands. Experiences of being treated cheaply, like being asked to reimburse £8 at a barbecue the day after my boyfriend and I hosted a party without expecting repayments. Non-financial demands extend beyond bridesmaid duties, including organizing music, translators, makeup specialists, and more, which feels more like labor than honor. I've reached my limit after being asked to contribute another £500 for a civil wedding gift organized by another friend. I've told this friend that we've decided not to further bankroll the wedding, telling the friend bride should have a more affordable wedding that doesn't overly burden guests. I had initially planned to discuss this with the bride after the wedding, but the friend urged me. Why can't I just move it? What is that?
This is
That's
a screenshot.
in the screenshot? I thought that was this.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Talk to the bride
before the wedding and not wait another half year. Would I be the asshole for telling my friend I won't bankroll her wedding? Okay, we don't need the background.
Yeah, no, we don't need it. Just know that they all work pretty decent jobs, but at the same time, girl, the fuck?
Like, nobody planned to spend all this money for your wedding.
I feel like her friend is the one who needs to be on this thread asking, is she the asshole? Because she needs a fucking reality check. I feel like whether it's a small function or a whole big event, if you cannot afford it, then you should not have it. You can't invite people to something and then have an expectation that they're going to be paying all this stuff. Like, especially a wedding. First of all, why are you having 10,000 events? You can't even pay for the one day. And then she getting the civil union, mean they get married at the courthouse. Am I confused about that?
I don't know what it means.
I'm pretty sure that means they get married at the courthouse.
So
she doing all this extra stuff because she getting a courthouse wedding. Like, baby, you should have kept it simple.
I mean, she did with that barbecue.
But that was the, engagement party? Like, girl, you out of your mind.
That's crazy.
A $600 for a bridesmaid dress. I honestly feel like it's so rude and inconsiderate. I've never been asked to be in nobody's wedding, and thank God, because I feel like you should not have a bridal party if you cannot afford to pay for everything it would take for them to be a part of your wedding. This is your wedding, bitch. Like, no. It's supposed to be like an experience of them sharing that moment with you. It's not supposed to feel like an extra stress in their life to celebrate your one special day.
Yeah. Especially in this economy.
Girl, you got your everlasting mind.
Child, I have my mother make my bridesmaid's dress just like she made my prom dresses.
Goodbye. Your mom is not making them bridesmaid dresses.
I'm just saying.
That's hilarious. We do want to have a whole large festive situation, but it is our, plan that when we do have our ceremony is that nothing is going to be at the expense to our guests. Even if they have to fly in, where they staying at. I feel like it's extremely inconsiderate to think that people have to like change their finances, save money, put stuff to the side just to come to a party. Like, at this point, you're not getting a fucking gift. My presence is a gift, bitch.
Yeah. And we want real gifts.
Hell no. Like, I want to add this up, but I'm going to just leave that math to later on and put it in a post or something, because it already was sounding crazy because for the hotel accommodations alone was $3K. Girl, bye.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wild. Absolutely wild. Would I be the asshole for telling a friend that she doesn't have ADHD? I have multiple neurological and mental health conditions. ADHD, autism, and BPD are the main ones. My conditions are periodically disabling and prevent me from holding a full-time job, so I work from home. I advocate on behalf of mental health challenges faced by rural communities and for awareness beyond the socially acceptable quirky side of mental illness. So it's a pretty important topic to me. A couple of weeks ago, a close friend told me that someone said she had ADHD when she was adjusting a flower arrangement during a meeting. Now she's convinced that she has it. At the time, I talked to her about my experience with it: executive dysfunction, time blindness, hyperfocusing, lethargy, punctuated by bursts of energy. She said, "Oh, it's not like that for me at all." I figured she got the hint. Then, a few days ago, she brought it up again, this time saying that her ADHD made her clean her house. At this point, I was irritated and didn't respond. It was uncomfortable. She was waiting for me to say something because I'm usually happy to talk about mental health. I just knew that if I opened my mouth, she wouldn't like what came out of it. I know her for over 20 years. She is one of the most organized and efficient people I know. Not saying that people with ADHD can't be organized, but there's nothing about the way she functions that shows any need to adapt. She's never related when I talked about feedback loops or getting stuck on a task or how showering is difficult or why I can sometimes be late in spite of planning my mornings. She's teased me for being an unorganized mess multiple times. I know that ADHD can present in different ways, but regardless of how many traits you have that look like ADHD, it's only a disorder if it's affecting your life. It would be one thing if she was contemplating talking to a doctor about it. I'm 100% on board with encouraging people to pursue a doctor if it would benefit them. In this case, though, I feel like she's trivializing a condition that contributes to my disability. She's doing exactly what the sort of thing I advocate against, which is conflating normal human behavior and feelings with medical conditions. So would I be the asshole for calling her out and saying that, in my opinion, she doesn't have ADHD?
I don't think they will be an asshole. I mean, first of all, the initial person that told the friend that they think that she has ADHD, I think that they meant to say that she had OCD because she was arranging something. Which, even still, girl, it doesn't mean that you have it.
Yeah. Listen, I feel like ADHD is very complex, and like she said, different people have different symptoms or some of the same symptoms, but not all of the symptoms. And also, you have to think about people's personality and the trauma they experienced or how it impacted them. Like, me and my sister, we both have ADHD, and some of the symptoms we have in common, like having a hard time focusing, losing track of the day, or like just wanting to sit in bed all day. But then my sister is a super tidy, organized person. Like, she's one of those people where you go to her house and she'd be like, "Sorry, it's a mess," and then it'd be a jacket on the couch. Like, and so we're different in that way. Like, when my life is a mess, my life is a mess. That's what I'm saying. You know? I think it is not okay for you to go around diagnosing or undiagnosing other people. But I feel like there's a way that she could say what she want to say to her friend without saying, "I don't think you have ADHD." She should say exactly what she said at the end of the thing, which is she feels like that she's conflating ADHD symptoms with normal behaviors. Because that is something. I feel like, ever since TikTok has been a thing, everybody is talking and posting about whatever issues they may have, even if it's not mental health related. And a lot of people feel like, oh my God, sounds like me. I mean, I was one of the people, I'd be like, oh my God, like, wow, I really do think I have this. I really do think I have this.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, like, once you start seeing a medical professional, then they're going to, you know, let you know, like, what's really good. You shouldn't diagnose other people. But I do feel like it's a such thing as kind of diagnosing yourself, because everybody doesn't have access to medical care to be diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or some people are just high functioning because they've just been, you know, on a hamster wheel for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if that was my friend, she would have pissed me off too. I probably would have complained about it to like you or whatever. Like, girl, every time I talk to this bitch, and she talking about she got fucking ADHD. But I don't think it would have been that big of a deal for me unless it just kept happening. And it did seem like she keep bringing it to her, like, oh my God, my ADHD. And I feel like at that point, then you just have to like pull old girl to the side. Like, you know, I have feelings when you say this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, try not to be blaming about it. But I don't think she an asshole for how she feel. But she's not what you say, it's how you say it, for real though.
Should maybe recommend her going to a doctor.
She said she did. That was in the other part that I skipped because that was her edit. She went back and edited. You know, on Reddit, once people start pouring in the comments, they feel the need to add a little bit more to it once they start getting judged and perceived. And, you know, they like trying to add some stuff in.
I'm like, well, hold on, because this is what I meant.
Right.
Y'all taking that out of context. Wait.
She said she advised her to go to a doctor, and she said it's not that serious. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, if she already told her you should see a doctor or you should think about getting a screen, and she say that's not that serious, I would just say, you know, like, I really am struggling with this, and it makes me feel invalidated when you act like the symptoms that you having is just so not that serious to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she ain't the asshole, but that's funny as fuck though. Because yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm a hypochondriac myself, but girl.
Yeah. All right. Am I the asshole for reporting a woman who was trying to steal period pads at my part-time job? Something about period pads sounds funny.
Because what other pads would there be, my nigga? Who says pads and not talking about, you know, menstrual products?
Yeah.
Since you got your degree, you know everything.
Well, speaking of degrees, I, 21 male, am a university student, and I also have a part-time job at a grocery store. Our store has very strict policies when it comes to theft, and standard protocol requires every employee of the store to report any form of theft to the store manager, who will contact law enforcement and will handle the situation from there on out. That was a long sentence. We have cameras covering the
student, because you know they be putting in 100 words trying to make it add up to the word count.
We have cameras covering the entire store, so everything that happens is captured on tape. If you don't follow these rules, you will most likely get fired. Last week, I red-handedly caught a woman trying to steal period pads. I walked into the aisle and straight up saw her shoving multiple packs of brand name period pads into her bag. At first, I told the woman that I saw her, and I told her that even though it goes against standard protocol, if she puts the pads back and leaves the store, I won't report her. She didn't answer me and continued shoving the pads in her bag. She had places to be.
Like the bathroom, my nigga, she's bleeding as we speak, and this nigga in her face is talking about some put them back and nobody get hurt. Dude, get away from me.
This left me with no choice but to call over the manager, who then handled the situation from there on out. The next day, I met up with my girlfriend and told her about the whole situation. To my surprise, surprise, she got upset with me and told me what I did was terrible. I asked her why, and she told me that the woman probably really needed those products for health and hygiene reasons, and I ratted her out. I explained the store protocol and the fact that I even gave the woman a warning, but my girlfriend still thinks that I am an asshole for reporting this desperate woman in need. Am I the asshole?
Baby.
You are.
I'm going to give him just a little bit of leeway because he's 21 years old. And a 20-year-old boy, in most circumstances, even when raised around women, are pretty ignorant to women's health. Mm-hmm. Pretty ignorant to the lack of resources that women have. Mm-hmm. And the fact that some women legitimately don't have access to sanitary products because they just can't afford them. Mm-hmm. And that's crazy. Honestly, people shouldn't have to pay for things that they need. They give away free condoms all day, every day. But you don't see nobody passing out no free pads. Yeah. I mean, there's some places like, I know this one lady, she it's like her mission to put free tampon dispensers in bathrooms and stuff like that. So, and I remember we did this for Forest Bias. This was a long, long time ago though, and it was that lady that was raising money for women to have sanitary products and stuff.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. But either way, I feel like he's just naive when it comes to, I guess, like the necessity of them or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Especially since desperate was in quotations, like, you don't understand. This is like, she's bleeding.
Yeah. I gotta scale back. First of all, I don't think there's nothing wrong with stealing from businesses that are not local or your personal friends and relatives. Don't steal from them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like going into corporations, Walmart, Target, I almost feel like they deserve it. Like, I don't know, judge me. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just like, I'm not the only person who think like this. I have worked in retail for a lot of years, and in most of the places that I worked at, the expectation was for you not to confront somebody that was stealing, because that's not good for anybody's safety in the store. Mm-hmm. What if they had a weapon on them? Like, what if all she didn't do was keep stuffing them tampons in her purse? You know what I mean? Like, if somebody is stealing, more than likely it's because they need it. And when you look at the type of items they're stealing, you're like, oh, they really needed that. Like food, shit like that. You shouldn't like tell that somebody's stealing. I feel like he is a do-gooder. He 21. He got his first little job. He's like, I need to go get the manager. Like, every store has cameras. They don't personally hold employees responsible for not catching people stealing. Like, that's honestly ridiculous. Nobody's getting paid enough money working at Kroger. Okay? Yeah. Boy, he killed me.
He working at the last Farm Fresh. He said, this could be what closes us down. I gotta report this immediately.
Like, this is why, to me, it's really important for men and women to have platonic relationships with each other, because, and not even, I mean, he was in a relationship with his girlfriend, but just like having relationships with women is important, because he could have went to another guy and the other guy would have been like, I mean, yeah, you should have told on her, it's your job or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, having women in your life will put nuance to a situation. Like, what the fuck do you think she was doing stealing those pads? Like, even in the comments on the thread, one person was like, well, I mean, she didn't have to steal all of those things. Or like, maybe she should have just put them back and went somewhere else and stole them. Like, she clearly needed them right then and fucking there. Yeah. Okay, she probably was plugged up with tissue right then and there. It's like, you don't know what people be going through. And I feel like in this day and time, this economic status, you need to mind your business, because it's not coming out your paycheck. They're not going to give you a promotion for telling. You're not going to get employee of the month. Yeah. Nothing. Don't be catch outside and then You be needing the tamponer to yourself because you gonna be leaking.
Waiting for him soon as they get off. Hey, buddy.
Hilarious.
What are you gonna do about that leak? What leak?
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Also, just to shoot him again a little bit of bail. Just for the sake of, hey, you doing the right thing for your store or whatever. The whole, if you put him back,
Nobody
I won't tell, I'll shoot him some bail for that. Because there are people that wouldn't even do that. They would just be like, oh no, you can't do that.
Just the thing about Reddit threads. People can say whatever they want happen just to make their side of the story not sound as bad. I don't believe for 5 seconds he told her, put this shit back. I don't. He probably was peeping around the corner, following her around like people do. And then was like, yeah, I'm out to report her for stealing. Who knows? She might have not was about to steal it. Maybe she was just putting them in her purse because it was too many to carry. He just assumed she was stealing. Who knows? There's so much context that we don't know because this is only his perspective. The way that nigga was so thirsty, like, I doubt that he said put him back and nobody gets hurt. Like,
I got a live one on aisle 8.
Like, sir, you are not saving anybody, okay? These places, you know how much insurance they have just to cover theft? Like, they expect people to steal. They have a budget and they get the money back. It's not that serious. Hilarious.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to his girlfriend, because boy, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. Am I the asshole for invalidating my sister's preferences? Invalidating is in quotations. A couple weeks back, I, male 27, met up with my sister Jean, female 29, for lunch. And during our lunch, we began to talk about our dating lives. Jean told me that she hadn't had much luck dating because she couldn't find anyone who met her preferences. She did also tell me she wasn't getting any matches. I was concerned, so I decided to look at her profile. I'm sorry, concerned. And saw that you're way too hot, sis. You gotta be getting more swipes. Like, what the fuck?
That's probably what I was thinking. Like, you take great selfies.
I mean, look at your titties. How are they not calling you? The fuck? Okay. I'm sorry. It's just weird. I decided to look at her profile and saw that other than a few photos, it was simply a list of demands for what she needed in a partner. Among the demands were the following. 1, must be between 30 and 40, inclusive, no exceptions. Okay. 2, must be white or black, no exceptions. Man. Okay.
I prefer black myself.
3, must be 6 feet or taller and in good shape, no exceptions. In parentheses, she's about 5'4". It's her and bitches like her. You know? That have short women like myself have to continually procreate with other short men. Cause damn, you're not that tall. He's literally 2 of you. Why do he need to be over the 6 feet for you?
I don't have a dog in this fight.
I feel like if anything, something about that is a red flag on both ends. Of the girl looking for a dude that's 6 feet and over. Like, it's a certain, not that all guys that are tall are a certain way, but they do share a lot of the same attributes. I feel like, girl. Must make at least $85K annually through a white collar job, some exceptions, and she makes about $55K. And 5, must be willing to pay on the first date.
Paying on the first date, that's no problem. That's fine. I mean, honestly, it should be expected.
It went on like this for a few more bullet points. After I finished reading it, I told her that while she was entitled to her preferences, listing them all out was probably hindering her chances of finding a man. I also told her to ease up a little, as this would help her get some more matches and maybe find someone. She then snapped at me for invalidating her preferences, and we argued about this for a little while, and we haven't really talked since.
First of all, I think some of these things like that, you gotta make $85K. This isn't something that should be on your profile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can talk about this. You can find out that information another way if the person's interested.
I feel like there's other ways to find out how somebody makes by directly asking them how much money do you make. Because I feel like that's very tacky as fuck. And that's her brother right. Once again, this is why it's important to have relationships to the opposite sex. Because, girl, you're not looking for a man. You're looking for a father. Okay? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with having a certain expectation of like, okay, I'm looking for a partner that can create this type of lifestyle that I want. There's nothing wrong with that. But to blatantly put on your profile, you must be making $85K. Like, that's insane, girl. You go on the first date, you ask him, where do you work? What's your job? Did you go to school? How many kids do you have? Are you on child support? These questions like this, I feel like that's how you find out how much money somebody make. Like, you don't have to directly be like, how much money are you making? Like, yeah, some people be flexing, some people be lying, but they can only flex for so long. I mean,
yeah. At some point, he got to take that rental back.
Girl, that is so funny. I feel like most of her preferences were fine. Like, yeah, they should pay for the first date. Because what the fuck? The way men are out earning women. And if you're not, that's your fault, buddy. I mean, if almost all men are getting paid at least a quarter more than most women and you're not, sounds like a personal problem. I don't know what to tell you. You're not taking advantage of the patriarchy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like in the Barbie movie when Ken showed up and was like, give me a job. Because he thought like that's how white male privilege work. Which,
I mean, the dude was like, oh, we still do patriarchy here. We just hide it better. Which, absolutely, they do.
Yeah. For sure. Nah. But I don't think she was tripping with the other ones. I mean,
I think having bullet points on your profile is crazy.
Absolutely.
I'm never swiping on you.
I feel like if you don't, a lot of people wouldn't do this because they don't want to really look at themselves and see the type of person that they are based on the type of person that they're trying to attract. But I feel like you should consult with somebody about your profile if you really are not getting any matches at all. Because you should at least be getting shitty matches. You should at least be getting people who just want to hook up. I mean, something. But you're not getting any matches at all. That's very telling.
Like, nobody even wants to match with you to manipulate you. That's like, crazy.
Girl, they said, I'm steering clear of this situation.
Because that's a lot.
It is a lot. And it's too much. And it's too much before you even say hi to somebody. And you're like, whoa. You're already like getting hit with all this. Like, I'm good, girl. If you want to have a good dating profile so that you can meet the love of your life, like I did, then you need to look really carefree, fun, interesting. But it has to be real. You know what I'm saying? If you're not fun, carefree, and interesting, then you probably are going to attract certain people. You know? Like,
take really good pictures.
Yeah, take good pictures. Like, just look like somebody wants to meet you and be a part of your life. That's how you need to look.
Yeah.
When you see my profile, what was you thinking about me?
It was giving, I used to be a cheerleader. I wish I could remember like the prompt things.
Yeah, me too.
We really should have took screenshots.
Who knew? I didn't know I was gonna know you 3 years later.
You're right.
I had no clue. When I met Cherry, I used to say to my friend, "I'm just trying to chill." It still amazes me. Sometimes I just wake up next morning and I'm like, wow, I really met you on the internet. That's fucking crazy.
Stranger. Stranger danger.
I mean, I guess everybody's a stranger until you know them, but it's more strange when you think about that. I really did not know you from a can of paint.
Yeah.
Here we are sleeping next to each other. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, is that a good amount to you?
It's a good laugh.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a chill episode. If you guys want us to talk about anything in particular pertaining to wellness, mental health, or if y'all just want us to talk about something, tell us. DM us, put it in the comments. All that.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe while you're at it.
I'm over here rubbing my feet like a cricket.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Did we record last time? Did you tell them that you dropped the song? Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you did tell them that. Okay.
The link
thinking that we need
is in the description.
Go subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, watch the video, watch the vlog. Totally gonna drop another vlog soon. I needed my time, you know?
You could be like one of those weirdos on TikTok that just film themselves sleeping. That shit is crazy. They be literally having their phone taped to the ceiling and then they just be in the bed sleeping.
I don't like
who
that.
watches this? And the live be on for hours. I'm like,
you better go watch you fart in your sleep.
I don't think they really be sleep. Like, I don't know. I just don't believe it. Something about it is not normal. But why are you just watching people sleep?
Yeah, I feel like the idea of somebody watching me would be strange.
Something about it is giving kink. I don't know.
It's definitely a kink.
Because I feel like people be getting off watching people do the most mundane thing. Like mukbang videos. Sometimes mukbang is hot.
Yeah, it depends on what they're eating and what it sound like.
And the person's commentary. It's this one dude who do mukbang, and he be like slapping his food like, oh, like he be doing the most. Like he knows what he's doing. I'm like, I'm surprised men watch this because he's obviously being like, well, I guess that's the same thing with their gym videos, like that all their buddies be liking. Nice pecs.
And that's just a picture of their ass. You're my inspiration, bro. Okay. What does he inspire you to do?
I want to say what I want to say, but I'm not ready to get that vulgar yet on the podcast.
Okay. Respect.
What are you making time for this week?
I'm gonna make time to record so I can, vlog. It's like another thing that I have to make myself do in my free time.
Yeah. I feel like I have so much things to do, and so it's hard for me to say to make time. But I feel like I just need to make time to be mentally organized so that I could at least get focused on prioritizing the tasks that I need to do. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we low-key hike. You got a lot of stuff popping behind the scenes, so.
Yeah.
I seen this reel earlier, and this girl was at the airport. It was just like one of those ones that'd be like a 30 or a 10-second clip or whatever, and it just have like words on it. And it was like, I'm trapped between never wanting to post again on social media and being a content creator. And it's like, yes, it's exactly how I feel right now. Like, honestly, if I could never make not one more post on social media again, I would be okay with it.
It'd be hot, actually.
Just turn into one of those viewers. Into one of those people that never post, they just be watching stuff.
I could totally be one of those people. I'm one of those people now.
I would just have like a Finsta and just live my life, you know?
Yeah.
My sister was off of Instagram for like 2-3 years. She didn't care about it, didn't think about it. And even now that she back on it, she really ain't on it. And I was like, wow, that is so commendable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the more involved you get in social media, the more uninvolved you get in real life, I feel like. So you really need to have a balance.
Yeah. I could see it. Depending on what you're doing on there.
Yeah. Well, without further ado,
I've got time.